it's Gregarious Joy.
I'm Gregarious, and this is Joy.
Morning. How are you, everybody?
Hope you're off to.
How are you, everybody?
Hope you're off to a good week.
Yeah, we love our Mondays, right? Because this is our show day.
Well, how was your weekend?
Oh my gosh, very, very eventful. Busy, running around.
Tell us about it.
Oh, I don't want to go into it. It's a surprise what's going on with me right now, so I don't want to talk about all my stuff. But I guess I have my mom and dad in town. It was fun to see them. It was fun to have close meals and get together with my son and my parents, and it was really nice. His school started today, so hi Ryan.
What's happening, Ryan?
Hey, Mom and Dad, Pollyanna and Jim Naylor.
Hey, Pollyanna and Jim. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time.
They left at 3 in the morning, so they're home by now.
Oh, they've already gone?
Oh, they do that.
Okay.
They're like the night riders, I guess. They go at 3 and 4 in the morning.
3 and 4 o'clock.
They don't like traffic, so you know that's
I never could be one of those 3 o'clock drivers.
Really? I could.
I can do 5 o'clock.
It's
but I
nice.
Can't do
There's
3
no
o'clock.
traffic.
That is true.
It's very relaxing. It's dark. You know, you just kind of go on autopilot.
Easy to go to sleep though.
Well, my dad, he's a good driver. He could go 8 hours without even stopping.
I can go 8 hours without stopping.
One bathroom break.
Start me at 5 or 6 in the morning, but none of this 3 a.m. So
Well,
anyway, safe travels to them.
Yeah.
Well, as we always do, we start off with an affirmation. And before I go into the affirmation, you know, I was a little startled this morning on my way here. There was a car that I could kind of see it in my rear view mirror. It was gaining speed. It went around me to my left and then cut in front of me and then went to the far right lane.
Uh-oh.
And I'm saying, I bet this is some sort of chase. And then maybe 10 seconds later, here comes a truck. He also went the same way, cut in front of me, and he was chasing her. And we actually ended up in the same place.
It was a high-speed chase.
It was a high-speed chase.
Jeez, who was
Ended up
chasing?
in
Was it a
the,
guy or was it a girl? Did you look at who
it was a guy in a truck chasing a girl.
Oh, was she cute?
That I have no idea.
I mean, wow.
I mean, I think she hit his bumper.
Oh!
And it was a hit and run type thing.
How did you just got the feeling it was one of those?
Yeah, because her front bumper was hanging, you know, almost to the point that it was dragging.
Oh, she didn't want to have to talk about it.
And
that's wrong.
His rear bumper had a big dent in it, so that's what I assumed. So
Yeah.
I was going to Albertsons. They were going to Albertsons. So she
So
cuts.
you saw this whole scenario?
Yeah, I saw it play out.
Unfold.
So I'm in the lane, the legal lane, to turn left in the Albertsons. The next one up is for the opposing traffic on the other side to be able to turn to go into, I think that's the 99-cent store or something for them to come in.
Right.
So she went into their lane, into opposing traffic,
Oh, yikes.
hit the curb, ran right into Albertsons. He did the same thing right behind her, and they went right through the grocery store as if nothing had ever happened. So you've got,
Wait,
you
well,
know,
there were no people there? Luckily,
yeah, there were people right there.
Well, but they could have hit him. I mean,
Yeah.
they were kind of storming in, right?
This little small incident could have turned into a major fatality.
Yeah, with her kind of trying to get
Yeah,
away.
but-
I mean,
yeah. I mean, if she had came
cool.
down that main thoroughfare right in front of the door, she would have plowed down a couple elderly people pushing their basket. There was a
So sad.
woman with her child pushing the basket.
so you were going to be a witness, so you're just watching everything because you happen to be right there anyway.
Yeah, and all types of superlatives were thrown out the door, and nasty names, and fist pumping and that type of thing.
Did you get your phone going? Should have
No,
taped
you
it.
know, I should have, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I was so in the moment watching this unfold. And then
You're like
Sunday,
deer in the headlights, right? You're
yeah, and then Sunday, I hear on the news there was road rage in the city of Las Vegas.
Oh,
The
like
guy-
it's the first time that's happened.
Yeah, and the guy got out. They got into an argument, and he shot the guy, and he killed
Oh,
him.
this is when? Recently?
Yesterday, Sunday.
Oh, man.
So
Well, it
you
was
know,
a guy, and so it wasn't them because, That's
so
terrible.
I
Oh.
began to ask myself, why is there so much anger in our society today? I mean, it plays out in just about every aspect of our lives, and we see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Why is there so much anger out there, would you say, Bettina?
Well, right, you were saying when you get agitated and angry, it's your ego. And ego is edging God out.
Very good. Okay. So are we
I've
edging
been thinking
God?
about it a lot. I've even shared that with a few people. That's a great acronym. I love that.
Okay.
Edging God out. So whenever you're off, you're angry, you're acting, kind of like reactivating, you're reactivated by something. If you can catch yourself fast enough, that edging God out.
Well, I hadn't thought of it that way, but it does make sense.
What were you going to say?
Well, it just seems to be in the air.
Because-
Some people want to point at the leadership of the country and say that it starts at the top and it rolls down. That we are as angry and as divisive as a country as we've ever been.
Maybe.
And maybe not. And maybe so. But there is anger on the streets. So I was thinking of what type of affirmation could we possibly have. And the thoughts that came to me were love. When you said edging God out, well, God is love.
Right.
And if we could all just breathe in love, the breath of God, which is love, and breathe out all of the negativity.
Breathe in love and breathe out fear.
Right. Fear and negativity.
Go together.
Yeah. And, it all starts with me. It
Like,
starts
I
with
think
you.
that the guy was fearful that he was going to get stuck paying that and she wouldn't have to pay for it.
Exactly. And maybe she didn't have car insurance.
But it was pretty unethical what she was doing. I mean, let's
but we
face it.
see
She was
this-
out. Her integrity was definitely not good.
Yeah, but we see this interaction in just about every city in the country. It really doesn't matter whether you're in the north or the south or the east or the west.
Did you think she was going to get away with it?
I don't have any
She
idea.
might have. You know that they still rob banks today, and people get away with it. It is startling. People do get away with stuff sometimes.
Okay.
It is startling. Because my ex-husband's in the banking, and he told me a lot of banks get robbed all the time.
Well, if we could replace those thoughts of
it's
anger
sad.
and fear and hate and flipping the bird and the finger, and replace those with, just being more polite. I mean, I even charged myself to be more polite and more helpful and not be the first or the second or the third to get angry. So you walk in the grocery store and someone opens the door, say thank you. They may look back at you like, thank you very much, I appreciate it.
Right.
And if you, sometimes I don't even feel led, I'll just start talking, how's your day going? And people may look at you like, but anyway, just being more interactive with people that we meet, because everybody we meet is going through something. Everyone we meet is going through something, and we have no idea what that is. So, we keep our pretty faces on, our pretentious faces on, maybe.
Our game face.
Our game face.
You
that
know,
everything
got the serious
is,
face. You're doing something. You're in business. You're like taking care of business, and you're clicking along. Yeah.
But this affirmation, the happy and the effective person, or my inspirational thought of the day. The happy and effective person is not motivated by the fear of wrongdoing. Let me repeat that again. The happy and effective person is not motivated by the fear of doing wrong, but rather by the fear of doing right.
What? How can that be?
Huh?
Read further.
Love is not the essence of religion. Love is the greatest of all spiritual realities. Love is truly contagious. Love is the true guide to real insight. Love is the true guide to real insight. So if you want the real true insight, be loving. I mean, it's easy to do, and we have that spirit of love if we're in our tribes. Let's say on Sunday morning, I'm in my Center for Spiritual Living. You're in your Jewish synagogue.
No, I never go to
Unity.
synagogue. I go to Unity.
Okay, but we break up into our tribes, and we feel safe and we feel comfortable, and it's okay for me to hug you when I'm in that environment.
Yeah.
But then when we get outside our congregation, we put back on the game face and become real fearful again of the outside world. But if there is to be peace on earth and love, it has to begin with each one of us. So you start it today, okay? Don't wait for someone else. You initiate the contact of being a more loving person. And
Well
like we
put.
said, if we can get 10% of the planet to do that,
To
that
think
would be
differently, it will make change.
make that shift.
That's what the statistical data is. It's 10% of the nation thinking something different or embracing a new thought, a new
Yes.
concept. We can change.
We can change. We can make a change.
Yeah.
So, in lieu of the leadership, we pray for the leadership. We pray for all that's involved. We're not going to start nitpicking and placing blame. But we just pray for peace and love for everyone. We want to create a world that is, create a world that works for everyone. Everyone.
With no people left out.
Okay?
Yeah. That's great. That's like the Hunger Project, man. Let's feed America. Let's feed the world. You know.
Yeah.
Water for our city. The Water Project. This one gal on one of our shows, she has a water charity, which
Okay.
is really amazing.
Awesome. Okay, well, that is our inspirational message of the
All
day.
about love.
Yes, all
And that
about
was
love.
from Leo Bastoglio's book on love.
Yes, on love. Okay, so Bettina's got some pretty hot topics that she's been on me that she's wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we talked about was how do you find relaxation? And, you know, I had mentioned to you earlier that, you know, in my spare time, I do drive a cab. Okay. And before I share this story with you, no, I'll share the story with you.
And then we'll go to break and talk about
and then we'll go to break.
the different ways to relaxation as a subject.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I was riding with this gentleman, and he lives in, well, I picked him up. He's here in town for a conference. It's the Magic Show. And no. He was here for the top hats. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Top hats.
Top hats. That's
What kind of organization is that?
oh, you know, they are the guys, the cybersecurity guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
no, okay.
They make sure that they protect your network, and they make sure that nobody can break in, but there are companies there who you actually pay them to see if they can break into your system.
Just to see if it's working right.
Just to see how tight
Ooh,
your system is.
nice. Good
Okay.
idea, right?
Big topic of discussion
Firewalls,
right now.
do they work?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a Top Hat convention. They go into that and they work on all that. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Those
yeah.
Are,
Big conversations.
those
If
are
I
our
tell
best,
you,
our best
I'll have
friends
to
out
kill
there.
you type of thing. So anyway, you know, he had mentioned to me that he lives in New York City. And I was like, man, you can still live in New York City? He says, you know, there are days that I wonder. I said, for me, it would have been difficult living in New York City after 9/11. And he said he really got over that, but what he has not been able to get over is the cost of living. He said, my cost of living has not been raised, but my employer has not raised my salary, but my cost of living has gone up twice the amount.
Right.
Okay, so I might get a 2 or 3% raise, but my rent continues to go up. He said, I used to be able to take my 1 week, my 2 week paycheck, because he said he gets paid twice a month. He said, my first paycheck, I used to be able to pay rent. Now that second paycheck, the last 2 weeks of the month, I could go to a concert, I could go out to a couple fancy meals, I could go to the movies, I could really have fun with that. But he said now it takes both checks just to pay the rent. So what I'm missing in my life, although I love New York, I can't afford it. I can't get out and dine. I can't go to any shows because I don't have the money. So I'm looking for a quality of life. So how do you find that quality of life?
That's exactly what our subject is today, quality of life.
Okay.
And the decompression time, how do you decompress
How do you
when it's time to do that?
Right. Because there is so much anger in the world,
And,
you know?
and there's an art and skill to decompressing.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot to it. We're going to go on break, and we'll talk about all that in just
That's
a
true.
moment.
That's true. We got to go on break. How do you decompress in losing a very special relative?
Oh,
Oh, relationship. Sorry about that, Tabitha. Tabitha wants to know when you've lost a significant relationship. Is that the
and
question?
how do you decompress?
And how do you can
Does that
decompress?
mean that you're too depressed to decompress? You have to decompress.
Well,
It's important. You even if you're going through bad times or something's wrong or something hurt you or you're sad, you have to do it anyway.
uh,
You have to keep yourself up. You have to eat right, sleep right, get massages or get different things. We're going to talk about a lot of things that you can do to help decompress powerfully. But you can't not do it just because you've had a bad problem in your life.
yeah, the worst
That's
thing.
actually when you need to do it more.
That is
you
true.
need to focus in more.
That
Okay.
is true. You need to do it more. Um, Now is not the time to sit depressed or lay in bed and woe is me. Um, if you do have, terrific.
We
A
can tell you
circle
what
of friends
we can
to
tell you
reach
what
out
we
to.
did. We can tell you what we did in our next segment because we're going to talk a lot about that decompression and things that we've done when we were sad and upset.
Okay.
Even when we were sad
You
and
know,
upset.
it happens to the best of us. So hang in there. One thing I know will help is time, and I know you don't see that right now, probably from where you are sitting, but absolutely everything under the stars happened for a reason.
True.
And you got to believe that.
True.
You might not see it right now, but the answer will come to you in time.
Yep.
The main thing for you is, I would say, is to stay focused. Okay. Um, and try to be in a spiritual walk when you're handling this because
And
it'll be
watch the
easy
rest of
for
our-
you to reach out to others and disparage, say things about a person that may not be true. We don't know what the other person in your relationship was going through. Maybe you're not 100% sure. So just trust spirit that there will be an answer for this and it will be revealed to you in time.
Good advice.
Okay?
Good. And we'll talk more about it in a few minutes. Thank you for asking.
Great question.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Thanks for watching, but Gregarious Joy. Bye.
She's Joy. I'm Gregarious.
He's Gregarious. Bye.
Social media shows
is about
branding opportunity.
and outreach
We are an entertainment company that empowers others.
by promoting and supporting our community.
and everyone who reaches our content.
here on social media shows.
Here we're a family.
We are family.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, sing.
We are family.
We are family.
We are family. We are family.
We are family.
We are family, and we want you to be part of our social media shows family.
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world to you. Join us now.
Welcome to social media shows. Social media shows, it is a broadcasting network in social media. As we all know, World Wide Web is becoming bigger and bigger. And in social media, there's everyday things that was changing. And as a collaborator or an influencer in social media, I founded this company to all collaborators, broadcasters, live streamer, podcasters, and also to all of you guys who are viewing us every week. And that being said, our social media shows is open to everybody, not only for viewers, but to all collaborators. So if you are interested in our social media shows, please visit our site, socialmediashows.com, or send us an email to info@socialmediashows.com. In advance, I would like to thank you all, and I would like to welcome you to Social Media Shows.
We're
Welcome
back.
Welcome back.
Hey, Gregarious Joy back again. We wanted to get right into it. The topic of today is rest, relaxation, decompression.
Yes.
And how do you rest? First of all, do you know that it's your job? You're responsible. You're the one responsible for making sure you take good care of yourself. And you're the one who is the one who has to say, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm actually sleeping, or I'm actually refraining from drinking this weekend, or I'm actually getting a massage and, doing all kinds of different things. You have to be
Okay.
the one who says no.
Okay, so with that said,
to people who are
what-
asking you to do things maybe, and you cannot physically,
Okay.
you should not physically do it.
Okay, so with that said, you're in a relationship with someone, and they are pressing you to do those things because, they want to do it together. Okay, so in other
Right,
words,
well, they
let me
have-
give you an example.
All right?
Okay, it's Friday night. Okay, no, it's Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I had a rough week. I want to lay in bed and I just want to relax.
Right.
You come in and say, "Hey, let's go on a nature walk. Let's take the dog and let's go for a nature walk." Your significant other,
actually-
your partner, your friend, your roommate
May I say
says
that-
no.
that
I
kind
don't
of-
feel like it.
Wait a
So
second.
how do you respond
Okay,
to that?
Actually, to take a nature walk is actually a pretty relaxing thing.
Yes.
That's actually in the ballpark on the list of positive things you can do
Okay.
to relax. So I would say you might want to take that one seriously and take them up on it.
Okay.
Because that's the kind of thing where you want to just sleep, but actually taking a nature walk or getting a little exercise and sleeping is better because the combination is better for you.
Okay.
Also, if you're with somebody who doesn't work as many hours as you do,
Yes.
and they have living, you could think to yourself, oh, they're living the life of Raleigh, where Riley, they don't have any,
Who the hell Raleigh is? But
they
go
don't,
ahead.
they don't have,
Who the heck Raleigh
they
is?
don't have to worry. They're stress-free. You're the one with all the stress.
Yes.
Well, you know what? There's something beautiful that the person at home, the one who's not as active in the mental or physical realm, like they're not out working a job every day, having to punch a time clock, that person can be a very big asset to you.
Yes.
Because that person is kind of like a power source relationship. That's what they call them. It's where one person is doing most of the production and the other person is taking care of the behind the scenes things. Cook, clean, do laundry. Make sure that you are able to decompress easily. You don't have things that you have to do when you get home. They make a nice, great space for you. They keep like the old saying, keep the home fires, burning, or they keep stirring the kettle at home. They make sure things are kept up. And there is a really great gift that kind of relationship is for each other. The key thing is the person who makes more of the money.
Yes.
And is supported by the other, the person who is out there, they cannot be proudful that they're better than the other person because they're the one who's making more money or something.
Okay, so he's making more money, so you are saying he can't call the shots?
No. He can't be more prideful, and arrogant, or putting the other person down in any way because they are the person who's not making the money. Then the other person who is the one who's the other one, the one who's the source person, they never should forget that they're also as important as the other person.
Okay, so how do we make all of that work?
Well, that's that's been a very normal, typical, very good relationship that people power source relationship is a well-known thing. And, it works for a lot of people in marriages. It works for people in partnerships. Maybe your partner is down. He's not feeling too good. Well, you're going to have to pick up the slack that day or be, covering for things that he would normally, do, the to-do list or checking and being a little more thorough because they're not at 100%. So it's like that's the beauty of a friendship or a partnership because the business won't go down. There's always,
there you go.
You keep it going strong by this thing together.
Yeah, I was leading you in that direction and you came, and I'm glad to hear it. When one partner is down, the other one is there to pick up the slack or to assist that partner. So it's a relationship of support for each other.
Yes.
Am I am I hitting the nail on the head?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I'm down, you're there to mentally and physically pick me up, and I should do the same for you.
Yeah, and if somebody is good for your head, if somebody's not just, letting you sleep or not just making a meal and leaving it there for you, if they're actually stimulating you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, then that's the full package. That's when you've got something good. And
that's when you've got something good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, awesome. That was very good, Bettina. I'm glad you shared that with me and with the audience as well. So tell me some other things that we can do for relaxation.
I think that the person who's at home might be able to be a lot more creative. One thing that happens when you're dead tired, because I've been that person who worked hard. It was when I was single, really more than when I was married.
Okay.
But when I was married, I was the source person more than not.
What was the note coming in?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
Oh.
But it's somebody else probably. It's
Okay.
My friends.
That's
my
okay.
friends checking in on me.
Okay.
But actually, when I was on my own, single in LA, I worked a lot of hours. I got to the point of burnout once bad, and I never would let it happen again ever since then, because I would never want that to happen to myself again, or anyone. It's not good to burn out.
Yeah.
So you get to the point of fatigue where you're affected, for a few days. You have to lay in bed or, whatever, you're out of it.
I understand that.
Anyway, those days, I didn't really have anybody except for maybe a friend or two, or call my family, and something like that. I mean, I think you have to have a good support of friends. You have to have a good network.
You do have to have a good network.
A support
of friends.
system of friends.
Yes.
And it's lot of people just don't have that.
Sure.
But it takes work like anything else in life. It takes getting creative. It takes Googling it. How do I get a good network of friends? You might Google it. Why not, right? I mean, I know there's this course. There's this course called You Are the Project.
Okay.
And speaking of which, this is going to be a talk for another day. I'm going to be talking in depth about You Are the Project, which is a happiness course. And it's going to be on another session, not today. But that is something people can do that's positive, that can help them with all the things that they need in their life, to fill in all the little holes.
Okay.
So they're feeling strong and getting somewhere.
Okay. You had some other ideas that you shared with me for rest and relaxation.
I have a lot of them. And,
So,
and I was going to say,
so let's talk about the ones that don't cost any money. I mean, I see people that fly over here for the
you can
for
always
the weekend
spend a lot of
from
coin,
LA
and you can spend a lot of coin on
go
relaxation,
and spend, big money for a weekend, getaway to come over and.
But there are a lot of things that don't cost, and actually
$600 for a hotel room, a couple $100 a piece for a show ticket, And
I think the best
$200 a piece for dinner, and then you got cabs and the whole bit. So you're spending a lot of cash. But what about the average person who doesn't have that kind of money to spend?
Right, and I think that, speaking of, we are going to talk about going on vacations and why it's important, but as part of this segment, but actually the things that don't cost money, there are a lot of good things in life that don't cost money, and they just take wisdom. They take planning and wisdom and know-how.
Well, it sounds like you have that wisdom, so share it with us.
Okay. Oh, and also I was going to say, the person who's tired, and the one thing that the person who's not tired and who's got their wits about them, they can really guide, because the other person's kind of out of it. They don't really even, they just want to sleep. They don't really have much else on their mind but crashing, probably. But there are a lot of things that you can do other than just sleep to take good care of yourself.
Okay, so what do we have to do to hear those from you today?
And the person who's the sourceful person should speak up and say that stuff.
Okay.
And move and, push in.
And we're waiting.
All right. First one. All right. First thing.
Drum roll, please.
I think that there's this thing I thought of one day. I don't even know where I thought of this, but I call it tonal therapy.
Okay.
Okay? It's how sound really is useful in our lives in more ways than just speaking.
Okay.
Okay, like, for instance, tonal. With the first thing they say in spirituality is the fastest way you can connect with God is actually through chanting Om. Like, they say, I don't know if you know anything about spiritual stuff, but they say that's the fastest way to connect with God. If you're really in
that's the centering.
A moment. And a lot of religions around the world will agree. That is their mantra. That is the thing. Same thing they do at all of them.
Okay.
Okay, so that's always good. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you have a pleasurable taste, what's the first thing that happens?
You smile, you're happy.
And you go, oh.
That was good. That was delicious.
Wow, what's your favorite food? Ribs.
Steak.
You like steak.
Yeah.
Like what kind? Filet mignon.
Prime.
Okay.
Little prime rib.
How thick?
Maybe a half inch.
Rare?
Medium rare.
Medium rare. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got your
medium
Montreal shaker on there.
Montreal steak.
You got it all marinated just right with the Cajun.
Right.
So
got the baked potato with the butter and cream cheese and chives.
Yeah, see, you got all the stuff on the side. Red beans, rice, whatever you got.
No red beans and rice. We would have asparagus.
Okay.
Or we would have broccoli.
Okay. So you got that.
Yes.
And you're about to eat, and what's the first thing that happens?
You have to have silverware.
You have a reaction. It's the tone. But if you were to keep that inside, if you were like, you just kept it inside, like people who hold that sneeze in, and you're like, oh my God, where did they held that sneeze completely into their body, which is a good thing sometimes because you don't want it all over, but it's weird.
Okay.
But when you're holding something in, that's not good. You got to let it out. I'm not saying be all, all over the place everywhere, but, let it out. Let that sound go, because that actually acknowledges the cook.
Okay.
and makes them feel good, that you like it.
Okay.
You know?
So the tonal therapy with the sound.
Yeah,
I
okay,
know
so
Serena
then...
Williams does the tonal therapy better than anybody.
What does she do?
you
Oh,
know,
when she's
right.
playing,
When she's
man.
playing,
She gets that grunt out there. Woo!
She might be retiring this year, but
So
anyway.
great. Oh, God. Okay, so when we go to a football game or baseball game, why do we love that?
Because you get to get up and cheer and let your
Yeah,
emotions
go,
out.
go.
Right.
You know, your team, oh, my team's better than your team. You know, it's like the whole thing, getting scrappy, getting out there, saying it. That's the best part, the tonal part, the verbal part.
Okay.
And you got your, you know, it's like that show, that play Cubbies. If you've ever seen that play Cubbies, it's so great about the Chicago Cubs. It's the neatest small play, fabulous. It ran in LA for like many, 15 years, the same place all the time. Little 100-seat theater. And the peanut gallery, like the fans
Right.
were the same as the years went along. They always had the booth, and they became friends. And that was a neat play. But they were always, you know, they
Rooting
were
each other on.
Yeah, but they were actually what's the word, heckling. You know, they would heckle the players of dislike, or, you know.
Well, we got a few hecklers in the stand all the times at the games. There's always some hecklers.
We haven't had any hecklers on our show yet, but
Okay.
thank God we're not live.
Okay. So
How would you handle a heckler, by the way?
Okay, so for the guys
I hope you
that,
defend us.
You know, for the guys that maybe don't have the funds to go to a game live, you know,
You can watch on TV.
Watch on TV.
Yeah,
You
that's
get together
why
with your
people wear
friends
their
and
jacket, they wear their
jersey,
shirt, they got the
and
hat.
that's coming up. Football
they
will be
paint
here
their
in a month.
They paint their face. They
Right.
get the dog in the scarf. They got everybody's food all ready with the
Yes.
napkins from the game. Everybody's into
Yes.
it. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's some
important.
good stuff.
Isn't that important?
It is. It
I
is
mean,
interacting
what
with
if-
friends. It is releasing pressure.
What if you didn't have
It is.
the Bourbon Street to go to? Huh?
Right, Bourbon Street here
What would
is,
you do?
is my favorite.
It's his like go-to.
They've got this leather couch.
Lots
that-
of them. Lots of them.
leather
Everybody should go
couches.
to Bourbon Street with us
Hey,
sometime
don't
and see a
tell all my-
game.
Don't tell our secret place.
Well,
You know, to go and watch a game. But
We
it
should
is
all go
so
now.
relaxing.
We should meet our fans.
You know, nice big screen TV, and you just sit back in the leather, and you know, you order what you want, and
It's-
they bring it, and it's real
And
cool.
the gumbo, they bring they bring all kinds of good food.
Gumbo, catfish, po' boy.
So yeah,
So
It's
you know,
fun.
a secret place, and this place doesn't cost a lot of money. So
we'll meet you there for the next big game. Okay, we'll
yeah, how
announce
about
it.
that?
We'll announce it. We're gonna have our fan show. We're gonna love that.
You know, they're having a fan appreciation day
When?
at the end of the month to start the Raiders season. It's going to be in downtown on Fremont Street. They have this huge 100-foot or 200-foot screen that they're bringing in.
Oh wait. Ooh.
And it's free to the public on
Snap.
Fremont Street.
We will be announcing that because we will want to be there.
Yeah, you want to be there.
We
for that
all want
party.
to be there. That sounds like
Yeah.
fun. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So and that's free.
That's
so
tonal
you wanna-
therapy for free.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so the next one. Okay, so sports and talking and cheering. Okay, food, we say yum. Okay, singing. Okay, if you're singing, if you're not a good singer, you still could hum.
Okay.
Humming is not hard, and humming
Okay.
you don't have to worry about so much about being on tune exactly because you're humming. It's right in here. But
Right.
you know, you're listening to some great music.
Right.
Humming is very good. It's a vibration, and
Okay.
we're going to be talking a lot about vibration soon in the next segment, or as we go along with more. We're taking a break. We'll talk more about tonal therapy and how to decompress.
See you in a minute.
Bye.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now.
Hi, my name is Maria Pureza Leventhal. I am the founder of Social Media Show.
Hi, I'm Latoria Kern, founder and director of Family Arts at Whalers Creation.
Hi, My name's Dolly Wright, and I'm a singer.
This is Bettina Steinhauer. I also am a clothing designer.
My name is Dolores Olson, and I'm a home-based business person for VJ.
Hi, my name is Jessica D, and I currently work for one of the biggest properties on the Strip.
Hello everybody, I am Kiki Dolas. I am the CEO of Are You It Entertainment here in Las Vegas.
Hi, my name is Dawn Weir. I'm the founder of The Giving Water, a local nonprofit that delivers water to disasters and people in need.
Hi, I'm Alicia, aka Catalina Winehouse with Ichigo.
Empowering girls and women is very powerful.
I am excited about empowering women for so many different reasons.
You know, we're here to discuss topics and to share topics.
And we actually have, a voice here.
Women should stand for their rights and just reach out and just let people know how they feel.
And I'm hoping, since we are 52% of the population of the world now, we can start changing the world for it to be a better place.
From a very long line of very powerful, wonderful women who believe in women's rights.
To bring certain subjects and certain subject matters to the forefront.
Everyone else is against us, so we have to stick together and we have to believe in ourselves.
But most of all, to make women stronger and love themselves more. Because when you love yourself, it's easier for someone else to love you more.
So, I want to invite you to come and watch
Honeybees.
Honeybees.
Honeybees, a women empowerment talk show.
Women empowerment.
Honeybees Women Empowerment. And I am here to empower women every Tuesday at 3 p.m.
On Social Media Shows Network, and let us bring the women together in a small but powerful talk. See you there.
Again.
This is Gregarious, and that's Joy.
Hello. We're here to talk about the tonal therapy and ways to decompress. Okay, I want to go into more of them. I said the fastest way to connect with God is by saying Om, and it's a tone that can help decompress you, actually, because that's a prayer kind of premise for prayer.
Okay.
Let's see, pleasurable tastes. Sports, going to a sports event and cheering.
You messed up my
These
hanky
are all, I think it looks
Go ahead.
really good.
Go ahead.
Oh, he had to, he played with it again. Okay, we always have the pocket square wars, okay? So
She always messes with
I love to play with
square.
things, and so does he's an expert on certain style too. So anyway, singing. Okay, humming. Even if you can't sing, of course singing karaoke is pleasurable because it's just people sharing their voice. You know, you love to hear people sing right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Sure.
Okay, it enriches us, it picks us up.
Not everybody can sing and not everybody can pick us up.
But some people can hum if they don't sing.
When you're riding down the freeway by yourself, you can sing.
Then it doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter
go for it. You
there.
sing to that radio.
Yeah.
You do it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Get it out. Don't hold it back. When you're in the shower in the morning, you can sing to yourself. Go ahead and sing that song.
Yeah, even if it's like remember all these drinking songs? The Harvard drinking song. Oh,
see, I didn't grow up in that neighborhood.
Oh, well, I didn't go to Harvard either, but you know what?
Schools.
Yeah, no, but it's a song that everybody gets into.
99 beers on the wall type thing?
No, the Harvard or the Stanford.
Okay, well, let's go for the Stanford.
You really want me to sing it?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's going to take a while because there's lots of liquors in the world. You go through all the liquors and, oh, it's whiskey, whiskey, whiskey that makes you feel so frisky on the farm, on the farm. Oh, it's whiskey, whiskey, whiskey that makes you feel so frisky on the Leland Stanford Junior Farm.
Okay.
My eyes are dim, I cannot see. See, it's got long chorus anyway.
Long chorus, okay.
But it's a song, and everybody sings it together.
And they say
Like if you go to Germany.
One of the top 10 schools in the country, and you talking about whiskey. Go ahead, go ahead.
Well, they have all the liquors. You go through the beer, makes you feel so weird, you know, and all everyone.
Okay.
But if you go to, Germany, you go to the German restaurants where they have beer, the beer gardens, they call them. I was lucky enough to get to go on a trip to Europe when I was 17, and I stayed in the home of some families in Austria. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Oh, the whole community starts singing in these restaurants. I mean, it's really different than ours. Our karaoke is one thing. People start to sing, but this is really, people bring their guitars. I mean, the whole neighborhood comes out. It's cool.
That sounds like fun.
It's a community thing. It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyway, okay, a dog. He was saying my dog looked a little listless, a little... And he says maybe we should. Well, he's old. He's old. He's blind and deaf. Good old Raleigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's getting there. He's still there. Another year or two, who knows? But he's there. But he started trying to, get him to get up a little more and walk around a little more. And so he started chasing him around the house. I said, Greg, are you the kid in your family who was always the one who chased the dog around the house? He goes, yeah, I was. But
I don't ever remember saying that.
He got him barking. He got him barking quite a bit.
Yeah,
apparently,
his whole face changed.
He can impersonate a dog's bark, too, which is amazing. My dog's bark. Fabulous. I mean, he can impersonate. But he got him really stimulated, and he was happier. He was more vital and alive. And you said he just needs to be a dog. He needs to bark.
Right.
And he was right. Barking therapy was good.
Let him sit up on the couch and everything. Get off the couch. Go outside and bark. Be a dog.
Yeah, he doesn't let him on the couch like me. I'm like big pushover.
No. Let him get outside.
He doesn't get to sit in his part of the sofa,
Right.
whatever.
Okay.
But okay.
Now she's getting to the bottom of the list
vibrational,
now.
Vibrational stimulation. So that's the dog.
Vibrational stimulation.
Yeah, he gets the oxygen when he barks.
So this one, a belly rub?
No, a baby. A baby learns to self-soothe.
Right.
Like there's a point when everybody has their baby and they're crying, and you've taken care of them. You've done the bottle and you've done the changing, and they're not hot or cold, and they're just maybe needing to take that nap, and they're kvetching a little before they take their nap. Well, there's a point where it's known that you have to kind of just make them self-soothe, learn to self-soothe.
Self-soothe.
And that is true, because there's a point where everybody has to grow up and not be a baby and then spoiled brat, and they start to cry, and then they'll cry themselves to sleep, but they start to realize, I'm not really upset. I was just tired. And that baby goes to sleep and they wake up happy. And, it's like a process. And we learn and learn more about self-soothing ourselves as time goes along. Like if you're, I was, in a job once where I was moving around and taking care of a lot of people in a deli. And there were downtimes, only very few, once in a blue moon. But, when you did have a downtime and you were feeling like, whatever, it's like just weaving back and forth, just these funny little things. They was a self-soothing technique to calm you down or whatever,
Or to even, maybe even stimulate. I know I like to drive in the silence, but when I've had a lull and I've had 30 minutes or an hour and I just want to increase my energy level.
What do you do?
Man, I crank that sucker up to 100.5 and, one of the old jams that come up.
Start to jam it out, right.
Yeah, something to really kind of pump you up.
Yeah.
Not just to say that I would listen to that all the time.
Yeah, but it's good. No, you got to have rock. You got to have all the different kinds of music. It's all got its own place and time, definitely.
For me, it's not so much the music, but it's the commercials that kick in afterwards. Because they turn them up about 8 or 10
I know.
more
They're always
decibels,
so...
And they're yelling at you.
I don't like that.
Come on over at Nelson Bay Ford. The 19s are running out the door right now.
I turn off the ads. Yeah. I'm a freak on that. My family thinks I'm so weird, but
I do not like about.
I'm a mute button girl.
Okay.
I mute that ad almost 90%, except the Super Bowl, of course. They're really great ads with the horse and the puppy, and But okay, next one, yoga. If you go to yoga class, guess what? They're going to do some chanting.
Can yoga be good for guys? I've been to a yoga class, and,
very good.
And the majority of the class was women.
Yeah. Well, don't you love women?
Absolutely.
So
but,
why don't you
I'm
go
trying
there,
to
hang out
inspire
sometime?
some guys out there as well.
Yeah.
Yoga in guys, do you find yoga to be a helpful form of relaxation
for you? It's very good to flex and to stretch and to calm your body down and to breathe, do the breathing techniques, because really yoga is a lot about breathing.
Okay.
And stretching at the same time, but the breathing is extremely important.
So if I took the stretching out and I just did the breathing, is that meditation?
You can lay in bed and do your, yes. I actually, the first time my two boys, who are now in college and now in high school, now in college, there was a time, maybe 4th, 5th grade, 6th grade, where they were starting to study really hard, and they, one happened one year, the next, another one another year. My first one, Max, he says, Mom, I can't get to sleep. It was 1 a.m. He'd already done his homework, but he goes, I just can't get to sleep. And I said, okay, we're going to do yoga breathing. And he laid, and I told him, you breathe in slowly, count of 7 or 8, 10, then you hold it for 7 or 8, 10, and then you slowly, and usually you breathe in through your nose and you breathe out through your mouth. That's very important. But you breathe it in slow, hold it for 5, 7 seconds, and then you slowly go out. And I said, do that a few times. So I came back a little while later, 20 minutes later, I said, how you doing? He goes, Mom, that was actually really hard work.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, it's not. It actually is work to relax. Sometimes you have to work at it. It is work. And he did go to sleep, and maybe it wasn't 20 minutes. It was more like 15. But he used the technique, and he's never stopped using it ever since. I'm proud to say both my boys actually asked me at one point, and I taught them both, and they both know how to calm themselves down if they ever need to really calm themselves down.
Yeah, if you need time for meditation, I would highly recommend that, a form of relaxation. Plus, in addition to that, when you're breathing in, breathe in thoughts of what it is you want. Affirmative thoughts, positive thoughts.
Oh, that's good.
You're breathing in, and when you're breathing out the negativity, that which no longer serves you.
That's good. Okay? That's good. I like that.
We want to get rid of those.
I like that.
As we are exhaling.
Also, I want to speak about another form of chanting. I mean, you can, in yoga meditation at our church, Unity, there are some yoga meditation groups that come, and they have the bowl, like these beautiful humming bowls with the hands.
Yeah, the bowls are really cool with the sounds that they make.
And there's a little bit of chanting that they have us do sometimes, or a song. Maybe these people all know the same song, and they're chanting a song, or it's projected on the screen. You can chant a song. But there's another thing called Mongolian overtone chanting. Okay. If nobody's ever heard of that, it's pretty outrageous. It's wild. They have this big, long stick, like it's a bamboo, and they blow through it. It's an instrument, and it makes this like this really low sound and a deep low, which women love that low sound, like Lou Rawls, right? But we love that low voice.
Well, you know about Lou Rawls, but go ahead.
Anyway, the Mongolian overtone chanting is a trip, because my mom can actually do it. She's an actual opera singer by trade, by profession, and she's into massage therapy, so she knows a lot about this Mongolian overtone chanting. And one time we were at the ocean, and she didn't even have a big long instrument like the guys who do it like that. We were at the ocean. she was saying, watch this. And the ocean was behind her. We were about at the end of the beach, you know, where the boardwalk is or whatever, and the beach is all the sand. Okay, so she was facing away from the beach, and she started doing this thing. And we were supposed to turn the other way. We turned another direction, not watching her, not facing we were looking away and just listening. And what she did was goes through all the vowels. It's kind of like, you know, these singers, chanters, they know how to do the Mongolian overtone chanting is, I don't know what vowels it is, with A, I, E, O, you know, it's like going through these different vowel sequences, and your tonal, you're making it like a tone. And with the ocean behind her, it's a weird phenomena. I shit you not. Listen to this, guys. This is amazing. What happened? She says, did you hear it? I go, yeah, where are the bells? She says, that's right. You hear bells. When she does it with the ocean, it's something in the overtone chant. It's a very weird phenomena, but people will hear little bells. It's a very true thing. It happened. Wow. I saw my mom do it, and I witnessed it, you know. It's a phenomena. So that was a neat, you know, that's overtone chanting. But anyway, the tonal therapy. We're going to talk about massage, and that's where tonal therapy can be part of massage too. Okay? Very, very big, important subject.
Okay.
Okay. There's
you
three.
Talked about
there's
tonal therapy at the ocean. Just the waves itself is
I
enough
know.
for me.
That's relaxing. That just makes you want to go, oh, let's go to the beach. That
Just go to
sounds
the beach
good,
and
right? Let's go.
on your own blanket and just chill.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
listen to the sound of the ocean come in.
Have some lemonade
and the ocean waves going out.
I'd love to get a little suntan. Anyway, got to do that this summer still. Tonal therapy, it is like a release, okay? When you get it during a massage. Okay, here's the deal. When you get a massage, there's this new thing. It's tonal massage. I think, I don't know, tonal therapy, I guess they call it.
I think I know the sound that she makes of tonal therapy doing her massage.
What?
It goes like this.
I don't snore. I do not snore.
Okay.
How would you know? How would you know if I snore?
Okay.
My dog snores?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little. You probably do.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to talk about the tonal therapy. There's three parts. There's the mental, physical, and emotional part of tonal therapy with massage. All right, we'll be back in a minute and talk about that.
And we'll close out the section on tonal therapy.
No, we're going to talk about this when we get back.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to close it out.
Okay.
Okay.
See you in a couple. Bye.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire.
Hi, my name is Maria Pureza Leventhal. I am the founder of Social Media Shows.
Hi, I'm Latoria Kern, founder and director of Family Arts at Wayla's Creation.
Hi, my name's Dolly Wright, and I'm a singer.
This is Bettina Steinhauer. I also am a clothing designer.
My name is Dolores Olson, and I'm a home-based business person for Vija.
Hi, my name is Jessica D, and I currently work for one of the biggest properties on the Strip.
Hello everybody, I am Kiki Dolas. I am the CEO of Are You It Entertainment here in Las Vegas.
Hi, my name is Dawn Rear. I'm the founder of The Giving Water, a local nonprofit that delivers water to disasters and people in need.
Hi, I'm Alicia, aka Catalina Winehouse with Ichigo.
Empowering girls and women is very powerful.
I am excited about empowering women for so many different reasons.
You know, we're here to discuss topics and to share topics.
And we actually have, have a voice here.
women should stand for their rights and just reach out and just let people know how they feel.
And I'm hoping, since we are 52% of the population of the world now, we can start changing the world for it to be a better place.
From a very long line of very powerful, wonderful women who believe in women's rights.
To bring certain subjects and certain subject matters to the forefront.
Everyone else is against us, so we have to stick together and we have to believe in ourselves.
But most of all, to make women stronger and love themselves more. Because when you love yourself, it's easier for someone else to love you more.
So, I want to invite you to come and watch
Honeybees.
Honeybees.
Honeybees, a women empowerment talk show.
Women empowerment.
Honeybees Women Empowerment. And I am here to empower women every Tuesday at 3 p.m.
Social Media Shows Network, and let us bring the women together in a small but powerful talk. See you there.
We are back.
Gregarious joy.
Yes.
We're here to tie up the last part about tonal therapy.
And she jacked me up again. But
I know.
Anyway.
I wanted it to be an origami bird coming out or something else.
An origami bird.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what that is.
Well, I'm going to show you someday.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I got a lot of them up my
She's
sleeve.
going to close us out with tonal therapy.
Yeah, the tonal. Okay, my mother is a massage therapist for many, many years, and my
Yes.
brother and my dad. A lot of people in my family are
Yes.
massage therapists. So that's their community of people, and they're
Okay.
all into this. And I never studied it, but I do like getting massages. Right?
Right.
Don't you?
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Guy. And so anyway, what my mother has, because she's a singer, she really latched onto this new thing that came about, which is the tonal therapy. I mean, maybe it's old, I don't know, but she really got into it. She says that when you release a tone at the same time when someone is massaging you,
yes,
it does some double work because it can release an emotion.
Okay.
It's
Give us
very
an
well.
example.
It's a very well known fact. Well, okay, I had a twisted ankle.
Okay.
On not like a sprain, like not a twist, a sprain.
Right.
When I was up backpacking, camping on a Sierra Club trip with the family back in the day when I was a kid. So we're out 2,200. We're in 22 miles out. You know, in the wilderness, up in the high Sierras. We're in Yosemite, and it's no joke, man. You hurt yourself. It's not going to be fun getting back because you got to walk on that ankle, right?
You walked 22 miles for a hike.
Yeah, we had a base camp. You never heard of Sierra Club trips?
Oh yeah. Yes,
we had
I have.
our provisions were taken in by mules.
Yeah, you one of these people who get out there and after 2 days get lost.
No. Shush. He's a naysayer. But only because he hasn't been, he's not into camping. But my dad, World Jamboree guy, you know, my family, we're all into camping. So as soon as I could walk, they slap a backpack on my back kind of thing.
Okay.
I know I'm a girly girl, but I'm a massive contradictions. At any rate, we're up camping. I was on this hike into the base camp.
Yes.
And you go many miles to the base camp, and then you're set up, and you're with 7 or 8 families you
Right.
never met before,
Right.
and their children, and then, you know, everybody goes to lakes or peaks or things every day, or you stay at the base camp, you do whatever you want. It's really fun. Just like fun for 3 weeks doing that with some people. But anyway, I'm on this, you know, walking with my dad and this other man, and he was a doctor too. And I remember I came down hard and twisted or a sprain on my ankle. And I was very hurt. It hurt, but it also scared the living Jesus out of me.
Okay.
Because I was thinking I'm going to have to, immediately I'm thinking I'm going to have to walk on an ankle that's hurting or that's sprained.
22 miles back.
Oh my God, well no, just maybe a couple back to the
Okay.
base camp, but
Yeah.
still 1 or 2 was enough. I mean, that would be really horrible. So the doctor was there and my dad, and they were, you know, trying to comfort me, and they put their hands on it, you know, and stuff, and they were, and the doctor was saying, you know, a lot of times things hurt a real lot at first, but then it will feel better within a few minutes. You know how a child, when they scrape themselves, it does hurt like hell when you first get scraped.
Right.
It does, or cut.
Right.
But then within a few minutes, it really does, you know, it kind of goes away. So it was the same thing. And it did go, I mean, it was maybe the power of suggestion. The guy was maybe, you know, 9 years old or something. And he was smart to say that, because the power of suggestion could help as well. But statistically, he knows, you know, you hurt, you twist, you just wait, it'll feel better in a few minutes. So
Right.
I didn't know that, though. I was nervous and scared. So anyway, this hurt ankle was way back years ago, right? And I was in a massage therapy, like getting my body worked on one time, and the guy was doing postural integration, like the deep tissue massage, where they take, you know, 10 weeks and they do one part of your body once a week. They do your
Right.
head once a week, they do your stomach, and then they do your legs the next, you know, it's amazing. It's like this deep tissue massage is intense, and it does release potentially emotional things as well as physical things. Okay? So here's the deal. When the guy got to my ankle, I hadn't remembered that sprain in years. It's since I was a 9-year-old.
Okay.
And I was in my 20s. So the guy is going over my ankle, and I go, oh. And he goes, what's that? And he said, was there an emotion attached to that? And I said, you know what? That's where I hurt my ankle when I was a kid. And he goes, really? And he said, okay, well, let's work at releasing that emotion that is stuck in your ankle.
Oh.
So see, this is like my mother knows all about this too. Like years later, she's been mentioning things like this, and I totally understand what she's saying, because it did happen to me.
So what was the emotion that was attached? Was
Pain
something...
and fear that I'd have to walk on that ankle like that.
Okay.
And also the pain, it hurt, you know, and it hurt a lot when the guy was just touching my one little spot on my ankle.
Okay.
Just as if it had just happened, like if it was yesterday.
Right.
So anyway, what you have to do is the mental, okay, she said, and if you actually, your massage therapist, and I remember back in the day, he did actually have me do something like a tone. I remember
Right.
that. He says, let's work at releasing that
energy.
emotion and energy that's stuck in that ankle. And I
Okay.
was like, oh, wow, you know, so, okay. So I did what he said. And so if you're mental, the tone, having the tone is important, and that's part of, you know, your emotion. You can get your emotion out. But okay, so if the mental part, okay, you can't be thinking too much. If
Right.
you want to have successful massage,
Yes.
most very good massage therapists are not going to say, I'll heal you. No. They're going to say something like, if you're open to healing, I can help heal you. You know, it's got to be a two-way thing. You are involved. It's really you who's going to heal yourself. You're allowing this person
You must be going to 2 different type massage therapists. Mine says an hour is 60 minutes, and an additional is 125.
Okay,
or
well, anyway.
150. No one says anything about healing.
Well, this
me.
is where you have massage therapists
Well,
in
I
your
have to find
family,
out
and they're
where she
really,
goes,
really
and then
into
I'll
it.
let you know.
Yeah.
So they should ask for.
No, well, this is a massage therapist who's like, you know,
into healing.
Healing, yeah, it's a
Okay.
healing art. Don't you think that
Okay.
massage therapy is
So
a healing
we ask
art?
for not only a massage therapist, but one with healing.
Well, they're all healers. That's a healing art. It's a
healing
healing
art.
art.
Okay.
Whether you go and get the cheap one out on the strip or something, or you go, but this is a massage therapist who's working on tonal therapy.
Okay.
Okay, tonal therapy specifically.
I have mentioned the book by Louise Hay, and I'm very, very fond of her work. And if you have a pain in, let's say, your lower back, you go to lower back in her book, and she'll have a chapter on it, and she'll give you a few small phrases.
Oh.
For lower back, it is, you feel like you have the weight of the world, you're carrying the weight of the world on your back.
Oh, wow.
And when I looked at my life, that's the way I felt.
Did that ring true?
Yeah, it did ring true.
That one kerplunk.
Yeah. So
that was the emotion. Okay,
yes.
So the mental. If you're thinking too much, you're not going to heal. You're not going to get through. Or if you're talking,
so you should be open to the process.
Right, but you should also be. You're not thinking too much, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't think too much.
Like get your mind
Go
clear.
in with a relaxed, in an open mind.
And you can't be talking while they're giving you a massage.
Something that might be a little difficult for Bettina, but go ahead.
You know me too well.
Okay.
But a massage therapist is smart and has wisdom. They're going to say something like, let's talk more when we're done. Something, they'll suggest something to you like that. Okay, you're supposed to mentally not let your judgments be there, not let your considerations be there. You're supposed to try to clear your mind. Okay, then you'll limit your value that you get from the massage if you don't do that. Okay. Judgments about your body, you got to let that go.
Okay.
You can't be all uptight about somebody touching your body. You got to let that go. Judgments. Okay. The reason for the massage, they're going to ask you, well, do you, whatever part, you might have a sore area.
They always ask you, what's your sore area?
Yeah, so a little story behind the injury is important. And especially, just so you know, with massage therapy, if you actually have had back surgery or serious things done to your body, you always want to tell that massage therapist because they could be liable if they hurt you, and they need to know everything that's really going on in your body. Okay, third thing, mental, clear mind, and all that. Okay, physical. All right, the injury, the damaged part. It could be an old injury that happened before, and you have now reactivated from years before the pain. Okay. Now, the story is important when it comes to the physical, because...
What if there isn't a story? You just felt...
Well, you may not have a story, but in my case, I did. And if people were to stop and look, most likely there's going to be something that happened to that body part, right? And that that was when something happened and this and that, or I wrenched it by lifting, or something. But there's a little story behind it. Okay, so then
the third one.
Okay, the third. So you need to know a little story. Okay, the third one is the emotional. All right, the emotional part. All right. You may not know that you have some withheld emotions.
Okay.
All right? From an injury.
Yes.
All right. When you express an emotion while the therapist is working, it is the best thing you can do.
Excuse me.
You're excused. To have Gesundheit. The best thing to do is to speak the emotion while the person is rubbing you and doing the stroke. That is where you can get it to go away. All right? So the more emotion, pain, the more physical pain. Okay. So if you get to the root of what the emotional pain is, you can get rid of that physical pain. They go together. All right. It could be mental pain. It could be spiritual pain. Emotion is a vibration that awakens healing in your body. All right?
Okay.
So usually it's an unexpressed emotion. And it may surprise you, is the last statement.
It may surprise you.
It may surprise you what can happen if you follow your massage therapist's, request to what is the emotion behind this pain, and you can think of something, if something comes to mind, to even give it a tone while they're doing it, or whatever the pain, ouch, whatever it is, while they're doing it, do that, because that is part of how it's the tonal therapy part.
Yes.
That will help get it to go away, and you will be surprised.
Okay.
I invite you to try it. So that's that on the tonal therapy, and I've been wanting to share this for a long time because I think it's important. Okay, the next part I want to talk about is that also goes along with decompressing is vacations,
Yeah,
right?
that's probably the most fun part is the vacations to get rid of, you know.
Is that some of your most fond memories of life?
Oh man,
Is all the vacations.
Where you can just turn it off. You know, don't have to worry about calling anybody, checking
and there's
any
so much,
email
there's
or
a lot.
anything.
I got a really nice speech from Jeremy Sugarman. Hi, Jeremy, from one of my business groups. He was a leader for a long time in a group I used to go to.
Mm-hmm.
He brought in this great list of stuff you do before a vacation. It was really sharp stuff. Let's see. He says it's good for you because you should do it more often. We should all do it more often, which we all agree, right? Nobody's going to disagree with that.
We got, what's that, Labor Day weekend coming up? That could be the last vacation of the year.
And you know what?
Before Christmas and Thanksgiving.
And you can make it a vacation at home, too, even on the weekend. If you want to call it a vacation and do some fun stuff, make the little tiki drinks or whatever. And,
put some dogs out on the grill.
Yeah, there you
go.
go.
Chicken dogs or something like that.
Okay, it helps with creativity.
Okay.
To go on a vacation. It helps your creativity. Okay, you can starve off burnout if you go on vacation more often.
I agree, man. Starve off burnout.
Don't want that burnout. Okay, makes you more creative. All right.
It does.
Stress
when you have
levels.
Some quiet time and you don't have to get up and be on the clock and always, be thinking about doing your job and doing it at the best of your ability. When you're on vacation, you can turn all of that off. Now, you can be your best self at that point. And whatever that looks like, that makes you feel good.
And what does that look like? Your stress levels go down, you sleep, your mood. I mean, you strengthen the bond with your loved ones if you're going with your family on vacation.
Yeah.
The women, it says women become more satisfied with their marriage if they go on vacation.
Okay.
I would say that's true.
Women get more satisfied with their marriage when they go on vacation.
Yeah, because it's family bonding time, and that's really important.
That's family bonding time.
I think with women, like you're saying, that you work hard and all that, and if the woman's home being the caretaker, or they're the power source relationship,
you treat her.
if they're the source person, you think they don't work hard. Guess what? I would wager to bet the women work 3 times as hard as a man if you're in the home. And you have a big home and you're cleaning, cooking, doing laundry, you take care of all the animals.
Okay.
You are ranging, you're doing all the errands.
Right.
Trust me, you're working your butt off just as much as him.
Well, I'm going to throw a question out there to the listening audience, and if you would respond. I'm starting to see in marriages, especially for those who have 2 weeks, take a week with the family, and then the second week, the spouse does his own thing, and maybe later at a different time, the spouse can take her own separate vacation time.
That's good. So she can do her girl. Oh, that's fabulous. They do their guy thing, the girl thing, take care of business on their own, whatever they have to do for them.
Okay, but in some relationships, there's some insecurities with maybe one wanting to do what he wants to do when he's on vacation.
Whatever, that's their deal.
Because you may do different things when you're with the family on vacation, but when it's just the guys, I remember going to Rio with just the guys.
Before you were married, though.
Yeah, before I was married.
And you had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, you could get up and, maybe run around the house in your shorts and, drink a few beers and do what guys do. Not to say that I do that, but every once in a while somebody would fart. And, you wouldn't...
How about celebratory gunfire?
Okay,
you never know what they're going to be doing on that vacation, right?
So you wouldn't feel comfortable doing that?
Yeah, I don't want to hear the farts and burps. Okay, I'll pass on that. I had 2 boys.
With your wife
I had 2 brothers. Yeah, I had 2 brothers, and I had 2 boys and a husband. And you know what? I could pass on the burps and farts. Thank you anyway.
Okay.
I'm a girly girl. I'd rather pass on some of that. You can go do that with the guys.
All right.
It sounds good.
So
the next thing I want to say is about it strengthens the bond. Okay, you also the free time, stress-free. It actually makes you dream better.
Okay.
I actually had a lot of good dreams on vacations.
Okay.
And that's important.
I mean,
that makes me feel very, very happy.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to wrap it up quick, but I'm going to say a couple last things.
Yes.
You look forward to it. It keeps you enthused.
If
you have a job and you know that vacation's on your calendar, you're going to be so much happier because you know it's coming. It keeps you. It gives you something to live for. Honestly, when you're really not happy and you're having a tough day.
And tell your travel agent to send you some pictures from the vacation spot where you can put it on the mirror in the morning. Put it maybe in the bathroom where you can see it and you can continue to visualize it.
Yeah.
That's something that you're looking
Yeah,
forward
so you're looking
to,
at the pictures.
something that you're getting excited about.
Right. All the canoes or whatever they're going to have and all
Whatever
that.
it is you're doing.
Yeah,
you know,
and then
scuba diving.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I love scuba diving.
Okay.
Let's see. And so, let's see. You plan for an easy return. You clean your house before you leave. You clean your garage before you leave, which actually makes great when you come home to a clean house and a clean garage.
That is true.
It makes you do no phone message telling people where you're going to be. You know, there's a lot of things to do. You catch up on communications through email. You engage in new projects. You get.
I don't engage in any new projects.
You wrap up probably things that you're doing, but
Okay.
get ready. But you could start new ones that will start when you get back.
That's
They're
true.
set up to go.
Yeah,
That's important.
Yeah, while
you
you're
wanna
on vacation, you want to keep that
Yeah.
pen and paper by the bed.
You want the next
You
thing
know,
ready
'cause
though.
While
The
you're in a relaxed state of mind, you might come
Yeah.
up with an answer to a question that you've been facing on the job, or just a personal question. So anyway, that
like
downtime.
pondering, and the downtime's important. Your
Yeah.
subconscious can relax.
Okay.
And also, let's see. You get ready for your homecoming. You set the date with friends that you're going to share this. You know, have them over. You're going to be having them over and share the stories. So you get ready for your homecoming. You can plan that in advance too. Limit access to when you get back. Like tell people that you're not back till the next day. So you have that one day where nobody's calling you.
Okay.
And adjust your sleep schedule. Okay, we have to
So-
conclude, but those are the greatest things about a vacation. And we hope that you will get into planning and getting better at decompressing.
Yes. So in conclusion today, we hope that you were able to come up with some ideas, or maybe we enhanced your thinking on some ideas.
And I'm going to
about
give him a
taking break.
surprise. I'm giving him a surprise today to
About-
help him decompress.
Okay,
And he'll
about taking
come,
a
our
break,
next show, he'll come and tell you about it.
Really take care of yourself, okay? Because the world right now is expecting more with less. So it puts a lot of demands on us personally, on our bodies, mentally, spiritually, and physically. But you're responsible to take care of yourself. So we hope that we've given you some ideas that will be helpful for you to take care of you. Until we meet again,
I'll pray for you.
you pray for me.
And we're all part of a big family.
A big, big family.
Yep. And let there be peace on earth.
And let it begin with me and with you.
Thank you for watching Gregarious Joy. We'll see you next week.
Peace
Bye.
and joy.
Decompress.